Well, since we're continuing with this nonsense, why don't we start with what is the fucking radioactive wasteland that is the AAA Western industry? And since they can pull better the ideas on how to shit the bed and just take everyone's attention for the wrong reasons, let's just saying. This is the headline from Tag Place. The wokest game ever, Dustborn, has abysmal player numbers on release day. Oh man, and I think if it's not tomorrow or past tomorrow, where Concord is going to release, and honestly, I'm just waiting to see how that shit is going to flop. But anyway, let's laugh at this. Red 3 Games recently released game Dustborn, which has been described as the wokest game ever, has not ever even hit over 100 concurrent player on its release day. And of course, the links, the fucking diverse characters. Back in July, following the release of the game's trailer, a representative for the game conducted an interview with PSU and confirmed the entire game spawned out of protest against Donald Trump being the president of the United States in 2016. They're just doing that minute the fucking retard just going, ah. They can't help themselves, and on top of that, they just wasted investors' money, which is I actually love. Since they received money from public investment, they fucking investor got what they fucking deserve. So moving on, the representative was asked, what were some of the inspirations during the early days of making the game? He responded, for us, it's always with the characters of the world, followed by the narrative. We generally have an idea of a genre, setting, mood, and tone, who the protagonists are, and then we build the game around that. Art direction, game mechanics, engine, specific features, a lot that follows the world, the story, and most importantly, the characters. Imagine you are even a person that legitimately thinks that if you go to one of those companies and design good characters, you have to uglify into this level. Oh man. From there, he said, still wanted a Dustborn to be evolution of the work we did with Dreamfall chapters. A third-person adventure with strong cast of diverse characters in a vibrant, deep, and original world with some adventure games mechanics and a lot of branching dialogues and story. Oh man, this is not looking good. Well, let's be honest. This doesn't look good. It's fucking dog shit. But this time we also wanted to include combat action with narrative twist that stays true to our storytelling heritage. So you mean they're going to suddenly say, "Oh, I'm gay, I'm pansexual," and all that fucking dog shit nonsense that there's certain community that really loves to diddle kids and being homosexual likes to brag about it. Just saying, there are things that you can't ignore anymore. Just continuing. And there's also a bunch of features connected to the idea of weaponized wars. Pussy! And how wars have the power to change the world. Also, like the fucking US college that they keep telling mm, Tiny has to be Minecrafted just like World War II Nazi Germans. I don't know, man. It's difficult to have little sympathy, to be honest. Eh, they the time to even show a little of sympathy for these fuckers is just past long gone. They deserve to fail and being blacklisted from every single place for their fucking stupidity. Moving on. Next, representative again was inspired by the election of Donald Trump. The idea behind Osborne setting a character was also influenced by a series of political events that deeply affected us all. Beginning the summer of 2016 and continuing until well today. And I don't know, you can hear them, but my dogs outside, they are just barking. I was just hearing, yeah, here comes the soy. So anyway, it's not worth even mentioning what this fucker said. You can clearly see how fucking ugly this shit is. Oh man, they just can't stop helping themselves, but you know what? Go for it. They can sink themselves faster. 72 players. Oh man. And probably all of those numbers are from streamers that just want to show how fucking dog shit that game is to recover their money if they receive super chats. Since they're just milking them for the game is the personification of the far left lolcows. And honestly, the only thing they deserve is just being laughed at, being trolled out, and until they are rescued from the internet. Because what they eventually do. Even another type of game. Dreamfall chapters. How many flops over the course of the years they've been releasing and they just keep worsening over again. And on top of that, we are in current year that the industry of AAA in the Western landscape is just firing every single one of these idiots. Even the numbers of laid offs increased it compared to the last year. And they said the last year was just a fucking slaughter. Oh man, at this point, that is just great. I give it 2 years until these fucking companies they just left without money. And only thing they have to stay alive is PC because even the normies are realizing PC is the way to go. We don't need consoles anymore. And why should I buy a fucking 600 piece of plastic to play fucking games like this? Oh man, it's just fucking great. Just keep seeing all this unfold. This is the outcome of what they brought to themselves. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say here. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a pretty